So today we have with us Bhavesh Patel, our very, very dear member of our first cohort of Aligned and Abundant. He is a trauma-informed psychologist and a mind-body connection therapist. Thank you, Bhavesh, for being here today.
Thank you, Ruchika, for having me here.
Awesome. Would you please tell the viewers a little more about the work you do?
Right. So, I'm a trauma-informed psychologist with over 500 hours of education in grief and trauma. And I work with clients who don't know that they have been through trauma and sort of help them heal and recover through their emotional difficulties, relationship difficulties, and body-related concerns. A very recent uh, development in my work has been a lot more somatic and body focused work.
Hmm.
So I'm a pioneer, no, I strive for sort of body led work and I advocate for it because that truly aligns for me. So I help navigate people with physical ailments and illnesses or manifestations like PCOD, autoimmune, um, constipation, gut issues, sort of helping them recover and heal those concerns, working through emotions and trauma. So that's more or less what my work looks like.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. This is quite a lot of what the world needs right now. I have a couple of questions for you regarding your experience in the cohort with us.
Sure.
My first question is, before you joined Aligned and Abundant,
Mhm.
what were you struggling with when it came to your private practice? Was there something that felt heavy, confusing, not clear? What was happening?
Was wanting to join the program. It started from a space of seeking.
Hmm.
So my private practice was just working fine. I had consistent client flow. However, I felt like there is more to it, and there's more that I can gain out of the program. And it came from more or less that space. Uh, However, now when I sort of reflect back uh, on it, I also noticed that there was not, I didn't strongly have that self-honor in the therapeutic process and in the work that I do for my clients. It was always about my clients.
Hmm.
Um, and second thing that I also noticed now was that um, I didn't own my glory, and I didn't own my spiritual sense or my spiritual self in therapy as much.
Hmm.
So that those were my struggles when I sort of began.
Thank you for sharing. So, my last question to you is, when you look back now,
Mm.
what are some of the specific shifts, external or internal, that you experienced during the Aligned and Abundant program?
There are a lot of shifts that I'd experienced personally and in terms of my practice.
Hmm.
Um, One of the things that I've started hearing from discovery calls and from people and from just networking calls is that they often say that my presence is felt.
Oh, wow.
They can feel
Hmm.
my presence, which is something new that I am sort of integrating.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So that is one of the strongest things that I feel has happened with
That's
my practice.
huge.
Yeah, I've started to own more of my spiritual sense and more of my spiritual self through my work.
Hmm.
Um, like you said, right? Now I believe that the spirit is me.
Hmm.
That the mind body connect was always there, but the spirit was missing. So I feel that the spirit is me.
Hmm.
Um,
Wow.
Tangibly, I recently charged 7.5K for an extended session to a client,
Hmm.
which is something that I never thought I would.
Okay.
It was not even on my close radar.
Hmm.
So before I joined the program, I received it while meditating from my body that we have to charge 4,000 a session,
Okay.
which was double of what I was charging. And and through our program and through our journey, it also helped me somewhere embody that price and start to feel more safe with that price.
Hmm.
And and then I started to make tangible shifts in my practice to sort of arrive at a price that also honors me and myself and my skill set in the practice. So that is another tangible shift. Uh, I learned a lot of
Okay.
skills. Uh, so discovery calls, how discovery calls
Hmm.
work. Um, I sort of we practice discovery calls with the clients, and that also sort of added a lot of value to me because
Hmm.
that gave me a space to reflect, be present, and work on my trigger. Something that I love about
Yes.
this program is that it demands inner work. And I believe that is the most
A lot.
important component for every therapist to do because until and unless you don't do the inner work, it's not going to reflect in your work with your clients. The depth
Yes.
that you see in yourself is directly proportional to the depth that you would see in your clients. And
Yes.
I think there's no escape from inner work, and every therapist should do inner work and hence choose this program. That is before anything else that I've
Yes.
learned from this program.
All right. So thank you so much, Bhavesh. Before you close, do you have any final words about, like, if I had to ask you like this, what does your practice feel now? How does your practice feel now? What would you say to it?
I'd say abundant.
How do you define your abundance?
Hmm. It's like an ever flowing source of ease, joy, compassion, and glory. It's just
Wow.
consciousness as it is.
I'm
That
glad.
doesn't mean that it doesn't have, I don't have things to grow on or things to expand on. I still do.
Of course.
We are all ever expanding, but it still feels, it feels that the truth of my practice is abundant right now.
Hmm. Wow. Wow. I'm glad. This is how this is how it feels to you now. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bhavesh, for sharing your journey with us. It was great having this conversation. So, to the viewers, I'm sure there is so much you have learned through Bhavesh's journey. And if there's something you would like to share with him or with me, then definitely put it down in the comments. And if you are not in our community yet and would love to be a part of it and to be held in your becoming, as Bhavesh said, then please join our community, the Abundant Therapist Circle, and we will hold you as you become who you are meant to become. So, thank you.
Wow. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Bhavesh.